It has been a long month for January, and it finally has ended, but not long enough for me to accomplish all my plans from last month, my study schedule to be specific. However, the most important thing that happened was my CDN exam application got approved. So for today's video, I'm going to walk you through the whole application process, review my January plans of what worked and what did not, and start a new plan for February and see if I'm finally ready to take the exam. Hey nurses, Nurse Rooms here. I'm a dialysis nurse from the Philippines and welcome back to my channel where I upload videos all about dialysis and my journey as an immigrant nurse here in the US. So if you're ready, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and hit that bell icon for a new video every week as I take you with me in discovering nursing career. I think the hardest topic I encountered was the concepts of kidney disease because it's basically about the foundation and principles of CKD and AKI. Taking down notes was also another, and I had to redo it and discover that I actually preferred taking down notes digitally than going over a notebook or book. So it took me 2 weeks past my pre-planned deadline. Expectedly, the topics that came after were also delayed. On the other hand, I did accomplish most of my list. In fact, I got my CDN application approved earlier than planned. I also did some spontaneous stuff like self-nominating for my Workplace Learn Award. It's an opportunity to attend the ANNA Symposium with all expenses paid, of course. It's worth a shot. This election started last January 22 until this February 9, so I'm going to update you if I made the cut. The event will take place in Orlando, Florida, so fingers crossed. Overall, it wasn't that bad. Although I am scheduled to do test-taking strategies and practice tests this week, I am down to the last 2 topics. I just need to make some revisions for February. But before I'm going to do that, let's discuss the step-by-step process I took for my CDN exam application. The criteria for CDN in the US requires current, full, and unrestricted RN license in the US or its territories. Must have completed a minimum of 2,000 hours experience in the nephrology field within 2 years prior submitting the application. 20 contact hours of approved CE in nephrology nursing within 2 years. So, on the other hand, for international nurses, it's mostly the same. Current, full, and unrestricted RN license in their country. Nursing education must meet the eligibility criteria for RN licensure in the US via CGFNS. Must have completed a minimum of 2,000 hours experience in the nephrology field within 2 years prior submitting the exam application. 20 contact hours of approved CE in nephrology nursing within 2 years. I believe the countries outside the US eligible for CDN are Australia, Bahamas, Canada, Finland, Guam, Israel, Italy, Japan, Korea, Morocco, NMI, Puerto Rico, Qatar, UAE, and Virgin Islands. Unfortunately, the Philippines is not part of the list. So once you meet the criteria I've just mentioned, it's time to start your application process. The application fee costs $300 for ANNA, NOVA, ASN, and KD members, while for non-members, it's $350. I am an ANNA member, so I was able to save $50 off from the application fee. I just also found out that my workplace has a promo code of $10 off. Too late, but for you, if we have the same company, the promo code is in the description below. The application process takes at least 4 weeks, but they also offer a $50 expedited review fee for 1 to 3 days review only. since I'll be reimbursing my company, I took advantage of this one. I submitted my application last January 16th, got a notification from NNCC that my application was approved last January 23, and got my eligibility to book and test from the PSI testing center the next day, January 24. My mail arrived in their P.O. box on January 19, so it's exactly within 3 business days. I chose money order instead of credit card just for safety and security purposes. You can get this in any grocery store. I got mine from Safeway for $350 payable to NNCC. I paid $1 for the money order fee. Then you proceed with a CDN application form. I made sure to do this first because the second page needs the signature of the supervisor. He or she may not always be around, so it's always best to make this on top of the list. Like in my case, it took me a week to get it and had to make follow-ups as well. The first page, on the other hand, is just easy. It only asks for personal information such as name, last 4 digits of SSN, email, birth date, home address, RN license number, confirmation of 2,000 hours, highest level of education, and employment history. Next is 20 CE contact hours. Simply print all. Most of my CEs were from my workplace and only 1 from ANNA. So check your clinic too if they offer as well. There are also a lot of free CEs right now. Currently, there are 2 organizations offering a series of 3 modules, the ESRD NCC and NKF. I just attended Module 2 of ESRD NCC, so you can still catch up with their Module 3. This Feb 16, and NKF's Module 2 and 3 this coming February 28 and March 27. Then, photocopies of your RN license verification reflecting the license number and date of expiration, your government photo ID, and organization membership ID as proof for the $50 off discount. I used my foreign passport since my state driver's license has my mother's maiden name wrong. All because my green card has a typo error. Unless I got it corrected, then I could get a new driver's license ID. Once everything is ready, simply mail it to NNCC P.O. Box 56, Pittman, New Jersey 08071 to 0056. If you use credit card, you can just fax it to NNCC at 856-589-5463. So, am I ready to take the exam? In my current state, where I am still in the process of finishing the remaining content topics, I'm not. That's why I need to plan my February to prepare well for the exam. I've already noted my work schedule here. I plan not to give a copy to my acute nurse manager so I can focus on my study and practice test schedule, but then I just got a text message asking for my free days. I've had my practice test schedule set already, so I will opt out my Valentine's week and my exam week. I only have 3 days of duty. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm off the first day of February, so I'm gonna finish the remaining topics on this day. On Saturday, I'm gonna review the whole content and read the test-taking strategies. So for the second week, I'm gonna start the 2 practice tests from Metrics. Each practice test consists of 150 questions. I don't want to push myself too hard, so I'm going to dedicate 1 whole day for each. That includes reviewing all questions afterwards. I have 4 days of work this week, so I'm going to do it on my day offs. On Friday, I'm gonna buy a new set of 5 online practice tests from Exam Edge. Each test consists of 100 questions, so that's a total of 500 questions plus Demometrics 300 questions. I guess answering 800 questions would be enough to prepare for the exam. On Sunday, I'm gonna do the first test of Exam Edge because the third week is Valentine's week. I have work on Valentine's Day, so we plan to celebrate a pre-Valentine's Day on my Tuesday off. We also have a post-Valentine concert to attend on the 16th, so I requested this day and 17 PTO. The concert will still be 8 p.m., so I can still do the second practice test on the 16th and the third one the next day. By this week, I'll be done taking 5 sets of practice tests, which might be already enough to say that I am ready. So I'm going to schedule my exam on this day. Not really on this day that I'm going to take the exam, but just schedule it online. For the 4th week, same routine. I'm going to do the remaining 4 and 5 practice tests on a day off. Do review all practice tests. So no vlogging for the end of this week because I plan to take it in one of the remaining days of February. I made sure my husband is off because I don't want to stress myself driving on the exam day. Supposedly, I have work on Monday, but I asked our per diem nurse to cover for me. I want to relax before D-Day. I'm also off the day after, so whatever result I get, I have time to either celebrate or recuperate. So that's it. Fingers crossed and full prayers for whatever result I'll get from the exam this month. So keep posted to find out. Hope you learned something from this video. If yes, don't forget to click like, leave a comment for some video suggestion, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next video.